How are you today? It has been too long, way too long. And I'm so excited to be here with you guys today to start the first day of Springfest for us. It has been a wild ride, okay? And I'm here today to tell you that you make a difference. I started Tupperware 10 and a half years ago, and there was a lot of things that happened before that. So to let you know that you can make a difference no matter what else has happened up until this point, because right now is where you're going to start. I'm going to give you a real quick, this is not an I story, but it is just a quick rundown of what happened for the first few years of my life. Okay, I know how old I am. We don't have that long, but real quick, okay? I was born in Pittsburgh. We moved 17 times by the time I was in seventh grade. Not so much because I was any kind of a military child or anything like that. My dad just liked to change jobs. So I didn't make friends because it didn't seem worth the effort. My parents got divorced when I was 12. That does not make me unique in any situation at all. We've all known people that have been there or we've been there ourselves. When I was in the seventh grade, my mother and I were in a car accident. It was very severe. She lived 7 years after that, but she was paralyzed those 7 years. So I helped take care of her from the time I was 12. In that time, some other things happened. I ended up living, she was in out of the hospital a lot, so I couldn't stay home. I ended up living with every relative we had. I had some other issues with a family member, honestly. And when I was 15, I tried to commit suicide. I spent some very enlightening time in a psychiatric ward for a while, and then I was put in foster care to go through high school. It was not a bad situation, but it wasn't home, okay? After that, I had experiences. I was a child of the 70s and early 80s. So everybody that was there knows that there were some things that went on there that, you don't necessarily need to do. But I then got married, turned out to be an abusive relationship. I got divorced, and then I got married to the love of my life. We raised five absolutely amazing daughters that are now all adults and doing what they do. Okay, we had a foster son that was special needs for 20 years, and that was my life. Okay, and that is how I got to where I am, but it is not who I am. There were so many of those years where I was the invisible person. Okay. I was somebody's mother. I was somebody's wife. I worked at a certain place because I worked full time most of those years. And it was a lot, honestly. But I came to realize in the last few years that all of that was just part of the journey to bring me to where I am now, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm going to tell you the honest truth. Tupperware, Tupperware had so much to do with making a difference in my life. And it can make a difference in your life. It can make a difference in the life of your family, and it can make a difference in the lives of people that you meet and that you don't even know yet, okay? That you may never know, honestly. So what I want to tell you is you can make a difference. And where you've been has nothing to do with where you're going. That is all up to you. Just like the difference you make with Tupperware in your own life is all up to you. Okay? If you want to do Tupperware as a full-time job, you're going to make full-time money. If you want to do Tupperware as a part-time job, you can make part-time money. If you want to do Tupperware as a hobby, you can help your family, you can help your friends, you can help yourself. There's so many things that Tupperware has for us that can make a difference in the lives of your friends, your families, yourself, everything, okay? And I just want to tell you a little bit about that. So I look at Tupperware as it's the four F words in Tupperware for me, okay? And the first one is fun. Tupperware is so much fun. And I did not know that when I started. I did not start for all the normal reasons. I wanted to buy the kit. I had no intentions of doing anything else. And then I found out that I could have fun. Okay. And raising kids, I mean, I had fun with my kids. They were in sports, they did all the things. I worked full time. So fun was not generally what I described my life as. But when I started doing parties, when I started appreciating the things that Tupperware had for me personally, that started to be a lot of fun. And then when I started looking at the people I was doing the parties with, or the people that were joining my team, they were fun too. So we were having fun. We were having a really good time. So that's one of the first words in Tupperware is fun. If you're not having fun, regroup. You need to be having fun, okay? It's just the way this business works. It's a fun business. Another F word is finances. Tupperware can help your personal finances. You can make as much money or as little money as you want. It can help the finances of other people, whether you're saving them money by helping them get products that are on sale that they want or for free, or whether you're helping them save money with their grocery bill, maybe helping them save time and energy with their organizing and their cooking. Let me tell you what, as that mother with 5 girls that were in sports, dinner was a chore. I mean, we ate a lot of processed food because I did not have Tupperware at the time. My children, however, all have children that are in sports or that work or that are doing something, and their lives are so much easier because of Tupperware. And that makes me happy, okay? If I can make my family happy, if I can make a difference in them, no matter how old they are. I have grandchildren in college that want Tupperware because that's how they grew up and they use the products. And they know that if they have class in 15 minutes, they can still eat a good meal with a microwave and Tupperware. If you have kids that are in sports or your hostess has kids that are in sports or a customer and they need a way to make dinner, all they need is 20 or 30 minutes. And they don't even really need that. All they need to do is put it in the microwave and then go do the 2,800 other things that they need to get done and come back and take that meal out of the microwave and go ahead and serve it and have a good, nutritious meal for their family. And that helps everybody's finances, trust me, because now these people are not driving through a fast food restaurant. They're not buying food that they can just eat because it's frozen and all they have to do is thaw it. It's not good, okay? That's not healthy and it's not what we want for our families. So we've got fun, we've got finances. We also have friends, okay? This has been my hill to die on with Tupperware. I have made some of the best friends that I will ever have since joining Tupperware. And here's just a quick story of when I first joined. It was right at the end of summer, and one of the first things I went to, besides a couple of rallies, was a fall fest. Now, like I said, I felt invisible for years, okay? I didn't have friends. I did things for my kids, for my husband, and I love doing things for my family, but I didn't have a personal identity hardly at all. And I went to this fall fest after just meeting people a few times and standing against the wall, and I love this story just because it's fun. Um, Ellen Lewis and Loretta DeCenso Tiber were standing up against the wall, and I knew who they were, but just because they had been on stage when I was at rally, but I had to walk past them to get to where I was going. Now, at that point in time, when I walked past somebody, I tried to walk as quickly and as quietly as possible so as not to draw any attention to myself, okay? And as I walked past them, Ellen looked at me and said, "Hi, Jenny, I'm glad you could be here." And I went and sat down and I was like, she knew my name. She knew who I was. She didn't know that I was Becky's mom. She didn't know I was Michael's wife. She knew my name. And as silly as that might sound to some of you, it made such a difference in the way I felt about the people in that room, in the way I felt about the business that I was looking at, and just in the way I felt about myself. For, just a brief moment, I was like, she knew who I was. That's huge for me. So you've got the friends, and these friends, I mean, they have stuck with me through some of the craziest parts of my life, and they love me for who I am. So you've got the fun, the finances, the friends, and guys, your future, okay? Your future doesn't necessarily depend on Tupperware, but Tupperware can be a huge part of that future, whether you're in it for a minute or whether you're in it for life. But I will tell you, once you're in Tupperware, you're not going anywhere, all right? You might not want to be a business leader, but you're going to want to keep the friends. You're going to want to keep all the things that are making that difference in your life. And because of that difference that these things will make in your life, you make a difference in other people's lives. And you might be thinking, I don't know how I'm going to make a difference. I'm a hot mess most of the time. Well, guess what, guys? Most of us are a hot mess, okay? In one form or another, there is a hot mess going on in everybody's life, and it's just how you react to it, okay? It's the actions you take surrounding that, not living there, okay? Don't dig that hole and live there. Keep moving. And you can make a difference in the lives of the people that you meet, okay? We've talked about how it made a difference in my family. It made a difference in a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends have now started using Tupperware that they never had before. I never had Tupperware, okay? When I joined Tupperware, the first piece of Tupperware I had in my kitchen came from the kit that I bought. I knew nothing about Tupperware except that, people used to have parties. That's what I thought. And you hear that, I know, whenever you talk to people. Tupperware still do parties? Yes. Yes, we do. And we still have the amazing products we had when we started doing parties. And we have even more amazing products now. And you can make a difference in those lives of your customers and your hosts, just the people that you meet at the grocery store when you share with them what goes on with Tupperware. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can make a difference in the lives of people that you have not met, and you can make a difference in the people of lives you may never meet, okay? I know the business leaders on the FSRC, Pam and Tina, Judy, Stephanie, and Jan, they have made a difference in the lives of literally thousands of people that they will never know. And that's okay. That's great. That's fantastic. Some of those people will never know them, but they will have the difference in their lives that goes with being able to use Tupperware's products, being able to financially make a difference in their lives, being able to spend more time with their family, being there for their kids when they come home from school or when they can get to those sporting events or school plays or just going to Dairy Queen. Seriously, when you're just not too tired to go to Dairy Queen and buy a sundae, it can make a big difference in a child's life. So I just want you to know that no matter what else is going on and what you're thinking right now, you need to just grab all of the training you can from this Spring Fest. You need to soak up everything that you can get from Tupperware, the training, the people, the products, just the general community of Tupperware. And it will make a difference in your life so that you can make that difference in the lives of other people. So like I said, be here, check out the trainings, make sure you're here Thursday night so that you can see the recognition, you can do the raffles, you can see all the fun. And don't forget, you can make a difference. You are the difference. And that is just up to you and how you decide to make this work for you and for the people around you. So do your friends, your family, and yourself a big favor and make the most of this business. Make it what you want it to be. Thanks, guys. See you at 5 o'clock. Don't forget Ellen's training at 5 o'clock, and join that messenger group. If you haven't done it yet, just tag yourself in that post and let your business leader know that you want to be in that messenger group, because it is going to be amazing. Thanks, guys.